Do you see this, and why not throw in this as well? These are all item skin concepts created for Doors by the game's community, and it was done for the recently released item skin competition. For years now, the Doors developers have reiterated over and over again that fan-made content would never be officially added into the game, with of course a few exceptions, such as during the April Fool's updates. But now they've opened the doors, pun intended, and allowed the community to create item skin concepts with the chance of them actually being added into the game. This is a major step forward, quite obviously, as it means you, yes you, can become a part of the official Doors game forever, by creating an item skin for it. So, in this video, I thought I'd go over some of my favorite skins that I've seen so far, as well as some of my own that I've created, and just overall talk about this extraordinary event, as well as what it means for what's coming to the game in the future. So, with all of that being said, let's begin. Alright, so as I've said, in this event, players themselves can create item skins to be added to Doors, but that also includes creating Chromas. Now, we were first introduced to the concept of Chroma item skins in the Outdoors trailer, but we weren't really sure what it meant until now. Typically in other games, Chromas are rainbow-colored skins, so that's what I just assumed it was going to be for Doors. However, in the announcement regarding this competition, we were revealed what Chromas actually were. Apparently, they're just recolors of normal item skins. It's really as simple as that. The developers even gave an example of some Chromas that are likely to come to the game in this sketch image. The image showcases the overgrown crucifix skin, which has been seen in multiple different teasers, yet next to it are a red and purple version, which could be the Chroma variants. Some of the skins I'm showcasing in this video had Chroma versions made of them, so just keep an eye out for those. Anyways, now let's get into some of my favorite item skins that I've seen so far. One of the best ones in my opinion was this skin created by the developers of Pressure. An odd cameo, but definitely a welcome one. It is a skin for the flashlight themed around the back door, featuring the iconic backdoor timer attached to the switch that enables the item, as well as a backdoor light bulb acting as the flashlight's lens. Two Chroma variants were also created for it, one which is themed around Blitz and the other which is themed around Haste. Two entities obviously also from the back door, as I'm sure you are aware. I just think it's a really cool concept of mashing the entirety of the back door into a single skin, hence why this is one of my favorites. Another one of my favorite item skins was this El Goblino themed flashlight created by Cat, who has actually been a recurring character on this channel as they have helped me with some of my previous theories. This one is pretty self-explanatory, it's just El Goblino but as a flashlight, but I think it looks rather silly and also oddly terrifying at the same time, which is definitely an interesting combination. Another item skin I really like is the Biolyght created by Well-Rounded Potato. Unlike the previous ones I've shown, which have been entirely themed around Doors, this one has a unique underwater theming. This Bulklight skin features an aquarium as its body, which houses a bunch of different sea life such as kelp and fish. The lens for the light is also star-shaped, which is a nice touch, cause you know, starfish. Now, that's cool and all, but I definitely think my favorite part of the Biolyght are the Chroma variants, as instead of just being a recoloration, they also changed the inside of the item. For example, the Neon Chroma features a jellyfish, and the Thermal Chroma features underwater volcanoes, which I just think is a really cool concept. I also really like this skin for the bandage pack created by Vert that's just a box of crayons. It doesn't make that much sense, but it doesn't need to, and a crayon box looks really similar to the bandage pack item in terms of shape, so I definitely think this skin could work out. No chromas were drawn, unfortunately, but it's possible they could just be recolors of the box itself, so instead of it being green, it could be red or blue or something like that. Moving on though, one of the most unique item skins I've seen by far is the Scented Candle by That Little. Now, as I'm sure you're aware by now, in this update a bunch of overgrown or garden-themed skins are coming to the game. We've already discussed the crucifix, but an overgrown flashlight was also shown to us in the Outdoors trailer. This concept expands upon that by making a garden-themed candle, only this time it adds a unique twist, that being Seek is involved. Instead of the typical wax seen on the normal candle, this scented candle uses Seek's eyes, infested goop, as its fuel. Its base has also been replaced with a thorny flower fitting the aesthetic of the other overgrown skins in the game. I just think this one is cool for not only expanding the list of garden-themed item skins, but by also tying in Seek, as although it doesn't really make sense for them to be present here, both the garden and the Seek theming just seem to work really well together. It's just amazing. I definitely hope this skin will be added. Now, those were all of the community-made item skins that I'd like to go over for this video. So now let's talk about some of the ones I've made myself. Now, if you've been on this channel in the past, you'd know I absolutely love making concepts for doors. So you'd imagine how thrilled I was knowing an item skin competition was being held. Now, I've actually already made a couple item skins in the past for a previous video, but one of the ones I wanted to bring up for this video is this clock skin I created, called the Dreaded Hour. Given how Dread is so closely associated with time, I thought it would be cool to give the entity a spotlight as an item also themed around time, that of course being the alarm clock. This skin features a white hole-covered exterior that slowly fades into a blue gradient. The interior is filled with Dread's holes, completely, acting as the connection to the entity. I really just like how this one turned out, but I did also create a completely new item skin only recently that I would like to show all of you. This skin is what I call the Volcano Cup, and it of course is themed around fire damp. This is a skin for the smoothie, as you might have been able to tell, and in addition to featuring a constant stream of fire damp gas leaking from its top, it also is a lot more bubbly than both the normal smoothie and the moonlight float. To further the connection to fire damp, I even added the fire damp warning sign onto it. Now, upon looking at my creation, you might be wondering why players would drink fire damp, you know, the thing that kills us in-game, and for that I have one answer: item skins aren't canon. This is a feature which has been proven by the overgrown crucifix, as given how its sigil is pink in color and how there's no pink architect, it's very likely these skins don't exist within the game's canon. This means anything you create can make perfect sense, hence why a Seek-covered candle is possible, or the ability to drink liquid fire damp. Anything goes in this competition, so you can let your creativity run free here. Anyways, that was basically everything I wanted to cover in today's video. I am really excited to see which skins from this competition get added into the game. More specifically, if any of my favorite ones that I mentioned in this very video are going to be added. And who knows, maybe one of yours can be lucky enough to be implemented as well. There have been a lot of very good submissions lately, and I just can't wait to see the many more which will probably be added to that list in the coming days. Just remember that the competition closes on the 8th, as the update comes out on the 10th. So there's only 4 more days to submit skins if you plan on doing so you should probably get to it. So, with all of that being said, let me know in the comments what skins you think will be added, and which ones were your favorite, as well as if you yourself are submitting anything to the competition. There's a lot you should do in the comments. Anyways, with all of that being said, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.